Hello, happy Friday. It's 4 o'clock, so you know what that means. Another episode here with another amazing agent that I've been connected to here now for over a year, thanks to Clubhouse, of course. Thank you, Clubhouse, for all the wonderful connections that you've brought into my life. I really just can't say enough good stuff. But super excited to bring you Johnny, my man Johnny, today from West Virginia. If you've been here for a little while, you know I'm interviewing an agent from every single state in the United States so that you, the viewer here, whether you're a real estate agent, you're one of my past clients or colleagues or whatever, if you're moving across state lines now, you now have a resource in every single state and Canada included, the east and west coast of Canada. So hopefully this is valuable. I really just wanted to introduce you to Johnny today, tell you a little more about him, about his story, his business. It's absolutely amazing, and we're going to get into it right now. What do you say, my man? How are you?
Hey, pretty good, Matt. How you doing?
I appreciate you doing this so much. Thank you so much for your time. For the people that don't know you, who are you? Where are you? What do you do? What makes you different? Why do people choose Johnny?
Hey, everybody. My name is Johnny Knight. I'm a realtor out of Martinsburg, West Virginia. I'm in my fourth year in the business. Currently Century 21's #1 ranked realtor in the state based off of adjusted gross commission. People choose me because how I focus on relationships, honestly. This is my fourth year, and honestly, I just love it. I love building the relationships. I love networking, connecting. As you mentioned, we connected on Clubhouse, and the rest is history. I've met so many amazing people. So it's nice to finally get an opportunity to kind of talk to you.
Absolutely, man. No, you too. And I know we always spend time there with 50 or 100 other people at any given time. So I love this opportunity to connect one-on-one as well. And honestly, I think just through our shared connections, we've met some incredible people, obviously some new people as well. I didn't know that you had only been in the business for 4 years, and I'm sure this probably resonates with you as much as it does me, that people are like, I thought it was 10 years, 15 years, 20 years longer. And that's refreshing to me because honestly, you don't have to be in this business for 20 years to be really successful and really good at what you do, but also to have an impact. So I love that. But congratulations on the award. Absolutely amazing. We're not just talking your brokerage. We're not just talking, the state in general. We're talking all of it together, which I think is amazing. So, here we talk to people all over the country. So again, as I mentioned in the intro, people are moving across state lines all the time now. And, the work from home life is still very prevalent. So tell us a little bit about where you are, the areas that you serve, the niches that you're in, the types of clients that you have.
Yeah, definitely. So again, I'm in Martinsburg, West Virginia. That's the Eastern Panhandle. Essentially is made up of 3 counties: Berkeley, Morgan, and Jefferson County. But regardless of wherever someone's looking to move in West Virginia, I usually know somebody. Just kind of put in perspective, I'm about an hour and a half from Washington, D.C. I'm 20 minutes from Hagerstown, Maryland, and about 25 minutes from Winchester, Virginia. So where I'm at is centrally located. It's a very nice area. I've been here personally for about 12 years. And I just love the connections I've made in this area. I started off at the Martinsburg Sprint store. I was in telecommunications, and over the years, I built relationships and I've connected and I networked, and I just kind of got tired of working in telecommunications and knew I wanted to do something different. And I thought either car sales or real estate. And just a real close friend had encouraged me to look into real estate and told me, go check out my broker, Rick Boswell. And the rest was history. It's like my first year took off, and I don't know, just been enjoying it, loving it.
I love it. So why no cars? Because I know you and I share a love for cars.
Yeah, honestly, cars would have been nice. It's just that real estate is the most legal money you can make. It seems like it's just one of those things. And honestly, it's something that everybody tells, and how the process went and how they could actually bring some value to someone else. So it kind of started off like that, but it took it a little bit further and started thinking about like how I can make a difference, what made me different. And after doing that, it came out that people do business with those they know, like, and trust. And I had already developed a sphere of influence, and I just kind of leveraged those relationships.
I love it. I love it. Well, I do have to show the folks that at home this. So this is our Instagram back and forth here. You can see Johnny sends me a ton of Porsches. Anytime he sees a Porsche, I'm getting a video, which I absolutely love. And I can't tell you how much it just warms my heart and genuinely makes me smile every time someone does that because and this is one thing I really wanted to ask you about branding and about, differentiating yourselves, right? Like Porsches have nothing to do with real estate, but everyone thinks of me as the Porsche guy that just so happens to be in real estate, right? And so I think that's a really powerful, branding play. But talk to us a little bit about your brand, about what does set you, apart. Because I know just in the 4 years that you've been in, I think you said, this year your goal's over 70 units. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, last year I did 74 units. I'm a solo agent, no transaction coordinator. But just going back to the branding aspect of things, I 100% focus on the relationship. I always told myself if you focus on the relationship, the transactions naturally come. So
Mm.
I love building sphere of influence. I love meeting new people. And in doing so, it's allowed me an opportunity to kind of grow my business to the point where I have a large referral base and I don't have to prospect and do things that most agents traditionally do because I just go out there and I like to interact in the community. I get involved just like you do. It's like I know I'm always following you, and that's what's nice about Clubhouse is like we found a lot of people that we can relate to, and it just kind of is a testimony that what we do works.
Mm.
You have your Porsches that you brand like that, and I brand by just kind of I guess working the small businesses and
Mm.
just being very transparent, letting people know what I do on a daily basis. That I'm more than just a guy who sells houses, but if you need somebody for anything, I'm here. It's like I know somebody.
Yeah, I love that. And I was just having coffee with a small business owner this morning because I'm trying to get a lot more focused on those relationships locally here. And just like you, I'm all about being relationship driven and understanding that I bring value when people see me as that great connector. And I've always said this, even before I got into real estate, we, the real estate agents, realtors alike, are the great connectors. We know people, we got a guy for everything. And if we don't have someone, we'll find someone because generally speaking, I don't know about you, but for me, every time someone asks for a reference or referral or, a connection, it ends up leading me to then find the best people in their craft as well. So I absolutely love that. But talk to us a little bit about, we got Johnny the realtor, but then we got Johnny the what else? Fill in the blank on everything else. When you're on the weekends when you're not working, the family life, like tell us a little more about you.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just a family man. COVID's put some restrictions on like just kind of getting out there and mingling and doing a lot of things that we used to do. But now that we're kind of going back to normal, it's becoming something where it's like I'm just trying to get more involved. I have a wife who's a local teacher in the area, so I help out with whatever I can with her. And then I have two small children. I have a 6-year-old and an almost 2-year-old little girl. And with my family, I just try to stay active, stay present. Even though I've found success in the business or real estate, a lot of times we got to be careful because we can get distracted and we have to kind of make sure that we know when to turn it off and just kind of focus on our personal life. But yeah, I enjoy the outdoors. I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania originally. So me coming to West Virginia, wild and wonderful West Virginia is nice because I get to kind of chill out and fish and all the good outdoor things that we do around here.
I love it. I love it. Well, and I love the fact that you're a family man. I think that, a lot of people, when they get into this business and even people that have been in the business for a while that struggle with that work-life balance, especially if your business ebbs and flows as much as most agents do, you don't always know where that next deal is coming from. And like you said, the systems that you put in place and things you've built, I love to hear about the balance because I think that's one thing that a lot of people really underestimate about agents is that we got all this great flexibility, right? Like we can make our own schedule. And well, instead of having one boss, now you have 70 plus, right? At any given time, which I think is incredible. So, so talk to us a little bit about, your local area. Obviously this is going to come out and it's going to live here forever, but talk to us about what attracted you to your area there and why you guys ultimately decided on the current location where you guys live. Is there anything that immediately pops out?
Yeah, honestly, so me personally, I wanted to get out of the city. I was born and raised in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and just I guess coming to West Virginia. Initially, it was my wife that brought me here. She was currently studying to be a teacher. I'm at one of the local colleges, and I knew I didn't want her to come to Harrisburg, so I was like, all right, let me go to West Virginia. So came here, but what I like about this area, honestly, is just the proximity to everything. It's a real good location. The cost of living is real low. I actually just built this house that I'm in right now back in October, and it's like if I were to go a couple miles south, it's like this easily a $2 million house. But it's one of those things where it's like you just get more bang for your buck, and I love it. Our average house around here is around 260,000. And it's just a lot of opportunities. I had a call earlier today before getting on this, a gentleman from Chicago calling me, just inquiring, hey, I want to buy a house in West Virginia. What do you have that might be out in the mountains? So it's just a nice location. I feel you can kind of let your guard down and just kind of relax and just be you. But at the same time, just a hop, skip, and a jump. It's like you can be in DC or Pennsylvania or any of the other places that you might want to venture to.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's one thing that I try to communicate to clients moving to the Atlanta area as well is, there's pretty much something for everyone here, right? And whether you want to be outdoors, you can be further north, like near the mountains and stuff, where the Appalachians start down near us here, and head up your way. But you can also be in the big city and be 2 hours away from those mountains and 4 hours to the beach. So kind of having that centrally located to everything is really powerful. And I don't think really enough people talk about that or even think about that when they're making a purchase. So you mentioned Chicago. Are there any other areas that people are moving from to West Virginia?
Yeah, so I get people from all over. I get a lot of people from DC because it's so close. I get a lot of people that are moving from Maryland, which the cost of living costs more in Maryland and Virginia as well. And it's amazing when I get people that are coming from those areas where they're maxed out with their budget, whereas they come here, they feel like kings. They can get anything they want. But it's just a nice thing, and we're right off of Interstate 81, so it's just a real nice, convenient drive. But it's a nice area. We're still developing as well. There's a lot of opportunities when it comes to jobs. There's warehouses, there's factories. Again, there's commuting opportunities. It's nice.
Yeah, I love that. So, to the other realtors out there, I got to imagine a lot of them are going, okay, I've been looking for someone in West Virginia. Johnny sounds amazing. He's only in his fourth year and he's doing 70 plus transactions every year. What do you attribute that to success to outside of everything you've already mentioned as far as your brand, being involved in the community, working that work-life balance? What do you attribute your success to?
Communication, setting expectations. Every client, it's like I set expectations and I'm consistent. I let them know what to expect in this market. This is not the market that you imagine on HGTV. You have to be prepared for it. And it's like before we even look at houses, I communicate, hey, these are the things I need you to do. I'm going to do my part, but these are the things I need you to do in order for us to work together. When I'm working with a buyer, I think like a seller. When I'm working with a seller, I think like a buyer. And I just try to explain things in a manner in which it makes sense to them. And they love that transparency. It's like, I'm not that agent where I get to the house before you and turn on all the lights. I'm not that agent. Yeah. I want to get there when you get there so that we can walk it together. So it's more like a friendship. When we look at this house together, it's like we're going to look at things and we're going to identify things, but just know that even though you're looking at this house and it may have some issues and things that might need to be addressed, it's one of those things where it's still a house that can be used. And if you don't buy it, somebody else is going to buy it. But I think just being very transparent, setting those expectations, being reliable, answering my phone when it rings, it's just a powerful thing, and it keeps me top of mind, keeps me consistent. I love being the source of the source. I'm that agent where I don't care what you need. If you call me, I know somebody, and it's like if I don't know somebody, I'm going to find somebody.
Yeah.
I don't just wait for opportunities to fall in my lap. I create them and I look for them. So.
I love that. I love that so much. Well, so kind of in closing here, again, a lot of agents will be watching this obviously in the coming years, but also I'm curious, where do you see real estate going? And especially as it relates to you, because I try to stay in my lane as far as Atlanta real estate goes. And I definitely listen to, what's happening around the country. And I think there's some leading and lagging indicators as to, where we are here almost in the middle of 2022. And certainly, as you mentioned, a lot of what we didn't expect over the last 2 years, for a solid month when my phone just completely stopped ringing, I was like, what's going to happen here? Like, where is this thing going to go? And then a month goes by, and then it just hockey stick growth across the entire area here. But talk to us about the next, couple of years here. Where do you think we are specific to West Virginia? Where are we going to go? Are we going to see a ton more economic development? Are we going to see a lot more people moving to West Virginia, do you think?
Yeah, I think after everything that's happened with like just the past 2 years, a lot of people are moving to areas like this because they realize, I know even when I built my house, right? My previous house, when I was quarantined and stuck in my house, I could really go through and analyze the things that I wish I had. So taking that approach, I feel that a lot of people are looking to kind of be self-sufficient. A lot of people are wanting to live off their land, and they want to have their own place where they can just do what they want. So a lot of the people that reach out to me, they're looking for unrestricted land. They're looking for opportunities in which they can harvest their own crops and stuff like that. So it just depends. But this area is still going. I think with interest rates increasing, it's people still need houses. People are still buying. And honestly, as long as there's new construction, the market's still going to keep on producing because comps are still being made daily. But I think with interest rates increasing, it's slowing the market down a little bit, only because some people are being priced out of houses. But at the same time, there's still opportunities. And I'm just seeing that more people are getting to do their due diligence that previously they were waiving. More people are starting to get closing assistance. You're starting to see more price reductions. So the market's always going to adjust. It's always going to adjust. You just have to kind of adapt. But I love it.
I love it. Well, we got to put the little picture up here, your latest Instagram post here, so that everyone can see how amazing. I mean, look at that. He can barely hold all of these awards. No, I really appreciate your time today, Johnny. And in closing, I would encourage everyone to go connect with Johnny on Instagram and find him on Facebook. And, these relationships, again, yes, you're just meeting him, but I've known him, and you guys know I'm really trying to be very, very careful about my vetting process here, who I'm recommending to you guys, because these people I've spent literally hundreds of hours communicating with. And again, not necessarily one-on-one, but getting to hear their thought process, getting to hear their business philosophies. And to me, when I find people that I align with, I really want to make sure that, the people that are coming out of my network and into Johnny's and vice versa, really feel as though they kind of know what to expect here. So, Johnny, in closing though, please tell us if someone's watching this, and I got to believe there's a lot of people that are skipping to the last 2 minutes and going, okay, how do I get a hold of Johnny? Of course I can go Google him, but if someone was what's the fastest way for someone to reach out to you?
My cell phone, 717-756-6293. Again, that's 717-756-6293. And on every social media platform, my handle is @CallJKnight. So CALLJKNIGHT.
Awesome. Very good, man. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thanks so much for doing this again. And as always, if you guys ever have any questions, comments, concerns, you can always leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. But also, if you haven't yet subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss another single interview just like this with Johnny. We've, again, interviewed people all over the country. We're going to keep it going for the rest of this year so that in 2023, you'll literally have your entire referral network here as well. So, Johnny, thanks again so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Enjoy your weekend, my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon.